Hello there. Hello there. Thank you for joining me. Hello there. Thank you for joining me. Hello there. Thank you for joining me. So, hello. This is the Trading Cyborg, and welcome once again to our live session for today for GBP USD. It's good to have you here, and I hope you're going to benefit a lot from this live stream. So, I am a GBP USD trader. I only trade GBP USD, and I settled on GBP USD after 6 years. I have traded gold, I have traded US30, I have traded Nasdaq, I have traded Euro AUD, but in the long run, I came back to GBP USD. I like GBP USD because if you are able to master GBP USD well, it will make you profitable faster rather than trading something like gold, because gold moves very fast. But we shall talk about gold. So, let us start our analysis on the macro level. We shall begin our analysis of GBP USD on the macro level. So when we check month 1, when we check month 1, when we check the monthly time frame, so that is a monthly time frame now, we can see a very clear picture of what price is trying to do. So price is in a state of consolidation. for how many months? From May 1 possibly to, so a whole year. So from May 1 2025 to May 1 2026. So clearly this market which we are trading in right now as GBP USD traders is very different from this market, which was a very bullish market, and it's also very different from this market which was a bearish market. But these two have the same similarities. These two markets were trending markets. But this one was a bearish market. So it was very easy to get in, get out, get in, get out. So what are the do's and the don'ts? What are the do's and the don'ts of the ranging market? These are rules, these are things I have discovered on my own. In that 1 year of trading, it has been a very tough year, extremely tough. And this is what I have discovered. Number 1, do's. So do's for this market is that I must take 1:1 risk to reward ratios seriously, because price changes immediately. You see the way price is ranging on the monthly time frame, that is the way price is also ranging in the weekly, daily. So in case you get a setup in the 15-minute time frame, what I do is I divide my trade into 2 parts. So the first one, 1:1 risk has to be taken. The next one, I let it run, maybe 1:2. To 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, whatever it wants to go, but 1:1 must be taken. Okay, don'ts for this ranging market. One of the don'ts is that I am very, very strict with the setup. If the setup does not form and give me a good entry, I don't get in. Because why would I get in? Answer me that question. Why would I get in? Yet I know the kind of market we are in. Why would I want to force a trade? Yes, yet I know what kind of market we are operating. So on a normal GU market, GU moves very well, very clean, very smart. If it is trending, it will give you your 50 pips, very clean, no hassle. Okay? No hassle. But when it is ranging, when the market is ranging, You have to be extra careful so that you can survive in case price is going to get out of this, because in the long run it is going to get out of this ranging market. Whether we like it or not, it is going to get out of that ranging market. So I'm preserving my capital for those good times. So these bad times, I have to be very, very, very serious with my capital. So these are the do's and the don'ts of the monthly time frame. Number one, I must take 1:1 risk reward. Number two, I have to be very strict with the setup. If the setup does not form and give me a good entry, I don't get in. So for the ranging market, I have to be extra. If not, I have to be extra careful with this month. So we go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, it is still the same phenomenon. Now, but on the weekly time frame, we see something very interesting, which is that price came and filled this fair value gap here. So once price filled that level, it has been reacting off that level from that day henceforth. Okay, so now the question is, do we continue to go up, or do we now change direction? Does this become our high of the month? Because currently this is our high of the month, which was formed last week, and as I've always told you, the high of the month is usually formed, what do we say now? The high of the month is formed between date 15 and date 20 of many months. You can backtest this phenomenon and you'll see it is true. So we have our high of the month here. Okay, so my bias, because now you already have the higher time frame analysis, so my bias for now is that So I would like to see price get to this level on GBP USD. So around 124 pips. Because this is the optimal trade entry when we take this swing high and this swing low. So our optimal trade entry. So my system or my strategy is I look for the optimal trade entry in the higher time frame and then try to match that optimal trade entry in the lower time frame to look for setups. So we could see price get to this level at least 36,500. Okay, that is 6,500. Then maybe we see a reversal. But if not, now we cannot despair also. So we go the let us go to the 4-hour time frame. So there are very many ways to kill this rat. So there is no need of worrying. It is just you and your patience. So I have marked a 4-hour OB which we can use and which we shall use when price decides to get to this level. So my anticipation is so that is a 4-hour time frame. Remember, all these biases we are getting them from the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we have not yet gotten into any trades. We are trying now to map out the possible areas of interest. So this area of interest, let us drop to the 1 hour. So this is the area of interest. So if price decides to sell, then our area of interest will be below this line. Then it will have to come and back and retest. Well, is it possible for it to do that?